Tyler Orton with Business in Vancouver is joining us now. And Tyler, talking about the big news coming out of Vancouver City Hall today with regards to short-term rentals. Lots of changes coming into play. Give us a rundown of what's happening.
Yeah, well, the first thing that we can expect is that people that are using platforms like Airbnb, Expedia to rent out their homes, they're going to be facing a 3% transaction fee that's going to have to be handed over from these platforms over to the city. They're also going to be facing business licenses that they're going to have to get if they want to rent out their homes. There's going to be an annual cost of $49 for a license, and you're going to have to pay a one-time charge of $54 just to get that going. And it's interesting to look at what's being restricted here. You're only going to be able to use your primary residence, and you're going to have to essentially just rent out like a room within your primary residence. You're not going to be able to use, say, a basement suite if you have one, or even a laneway home. And secondary residences, let's say you own a condo as well as a completely off the table as well. So a lot of changes afoot here. I'm curious how the city is going to be dealing with this because we're going to be hearing from some residents who may not be happy with these changes as well.
Absolutely. I mean, you have a lot of people using this as another source of income. I mean, it's not cheap to live in Vancouver. It's getting higher and higher, and many people saying that they need to do that in order just to get by. And a lot of questions also being raised about, okay, these fees are being brought in, but how is that money going to be used within the city?
And that's a very good question, because what we do know right now is that the city of Vancouver, we have that empty homes tax, which is going to be 1% of the assessed value of a home. That there is going to be going towards affordable housing initiatives. I'd have to assume that this is going to be going towards something similar, if not the same coffers. At this point, I will say that one of the winners in this is going to be renters in Vancouver. They faced a very difficult time facing vacancy rates of below 1%. So if there's more housing coming on the markets, the city of Vancouver estimates that there could be 1,000 listings opening up just because of these changes. And also maybe lower prices if we can expand the supply to go and match the demand that we're facing from the rental market here in Vancouver.
Yeah, that certainly would be some welcome relief. A nightmare out there for people looking for a place to rent right now. Tyler, thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you, Sonia.